This is Dow Houston, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My videos address how to change your circumstances in life, whether they be financial, personal, social, or just life in general. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of similar sites. With that said, for better or worse, I just see the world differently than others, and I can tell you without any hesitancy that you will find thoughts, strategies, and ideas here you won't find anywhere else. It is my sincere hope you will find the content interesting and enjoyable. Thank you. Hey gang, Dal here, off another bright sunny morning during the coronavirus. Headed in to check on my mother, then by the office. Just politically correct statement here that, you know, we are a very, very small office. We have very few people come by, so it's not like most of our stuff is through the internet or phone calls. So it's not like we're out there exposing ourselves to too much. But anyway, be that what it is. Hey, I want to talk to you today about plateaus and breaking plateaus. And I'm going to start this by talking about plateaus that generally people think of when they break a plateau. And that is, you know, some kind of fitness plateau. Hey, I ran the 5-minute mile today. I've worked and worked and worked and I just couldn't get there, and finally I did. Or I was trying to do a bench press and finally did so much weight. Or for me, it was chin-ups. Back when I was young, I could do 50, 60, 70 reps in one set, and it was nothing. And kind of went on hold for about 30, 40 years, and finally got back to doing them, 7, 8 years ago. And boy, it was a struggle, I'll tell you, it really was. And I kept thinking, geez, with my past strength and my past endurance about this, it ought to be good, you know. But boy, and I could get better. I just get a little bit better, but nothing great. And I'd think, well, maybe if I just do more and more and more, it'll get better. And just in it for years. So anyway, about Christmas time, I changed it up, and all of a sudden, a couple of weeks ago, it was like the sky blew open. The plateau broke, and I was like, wow. So anyway, and so this morning, I really did some that was unique, and I was like, wow. And I was just sitting there thinking about breaking plateaus. And I want to use that as an analogy to breaking plateaus in your life. I don't mean physical plateaus, although it could, but I mean plateaus. Hey, you're at a job that sucks. You're at your social life is a place that sucks. Your status is a place that sucks. And I just keep working, and I think if I keep working harder and harder and harder, it'll change. And a lot of times I think of it just like me doing my chin-ups. Yeah, it might be a little improvement. I might get a raise, okay, if it's a plateau at my job or my chosen field. Yeah, I'm working, and okay, yeah, you're a little bit better, so we'll give you a raise. We'll give you a promotion. We'll call you, instead of a junior associate, now you're a senior associate or intermediate associate, and we'll give you a little raise. But it's not that jolt you want to really change your life. And what you gotta remember is, I think it takes a lot of things. It takes that steady work, first off. But then, just like me doing my chin-ups and really changing it up during Christmas, and I changed them up before, but nothing dramatic, nothing like I did at Christmas. But you gotta change your life up dramatically. And sometimes you have to practice it. And so it isn't just, oh, I just changed it up one time and wow, I broke it. No, it's a strategy you change. Maybe your social life sucks, let's just say, and you're not dating the men or women that you want to date, and you just finally realize, man, I've been doing this and it just sucks, and you do something stupid. You just start going out. I love to watch these pickup artists on YouTube, Actually, it's pretty good. I don't mean to, I'm sure there's some crude ones on there, and yeah, in fact, I have seen some crude ones. But a lot of guys are really good-natured about it. They're not obnoxious or anything else. But they just go up and say, sometimes, you just got to spend the day getting used to being embarrassed and just forcing yourself to do that. So, maybe your social life sucks, and you decide, okay, well, I'm going to do something like that. Well, your first time out probably isn't going to be terribly successful. You're not going to feel comfortable with it or whatever. And so it takes practice. And then all of a sudden, the dams break loose and it works. You can use that in your job. Maybe it's, hey, I'm not happy with my job, not happy with my career. Clear, you got to keep working at that job. But in the meantime, you're looking around, you're trying to, maybe there's a conference coming up that you can get on the speaking agenda, get somewhere, get something that distinguishes you. And again, maybe you're at a law firm, and you're junior associate, and you have to write a brief or an argument or a memorandum on some obscure area of the law, and you use that to say, hey, there's a conference coming up, maybe I can talk on it. All of a sudden, you've got credibility within your law firm, and more importantly, outside your law firm, and people are looking at you, saying, hey, he's a comer. But it takes that. Generally speaking, you just work harder and harder, and it's not going to break that plateau. You got to do something different. And here's the other thing. I'll try to make this real short. Is use analogies. I love to use analogies, and in my head. So me doing chin-ups has nothing. It's got to do with my physical life, and I'm happy. It makes me stronger, and that makes me feel better. But I use that trigger. I use that argument, that feeling, that application in my job. I use it in our social life. I use it with my interactions with my wife, my interactions with my children, my interactions with people at the grocery store, the interactions in my professional life. And I use that. And by analogy, I flip it around and I find out the good parts of it. I learn confidence with my horses. Has goddamn absolutely nothing to do with practicing law. Horses has nothing to do with law, but I learn that confidence, and I feel that confidence when I'm working with them. And when I'm in a tough situation with opposing counsel, I flip back and I remember that confidence, that confident feeling, how I handle myself, how I think about it. And holy cow, sometimes, yeah, maybe my opposing counsel is nothing but a horse. But I use that feeling, that determination, that application towards them. Works fantastic. So anyway, guys, wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later.